Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. We are back on my Defipet. Is finally back up after, I believe, 2.5 to 3 days. There were some rollbacks on quite a few of the accounts. When you log in, you will receive an extra 500 diamonds. I was calling these rubies, but they call them diamonds. You will get 100,000 food, and they will give you 200,000 silver. Now, I believe that should be a bonus to what you already have. In my case, when I logged in, I was down to level 1. I had only the silvers that they gave us, which was the 200,000. I only had the diamonds that they gave us, which was 500, and I only had the 100,000 food. It wasn't in addition to what I've previously had. Now, if this happens to you, when you go to Telegram, you can click on this link that they have. The chat is disabled, so I guess at the moment they don't want a whole bunch of stuff coming in. They want to keep the team focused on what needs to be rolled back or updated. If you click on this link here, it's going to take you to this page right here, and then you could put in the information. Now, be careful what you ask them to reset. But if you do want your items to be reset, email, whether using the Cardio chain or the Binance chain, you put it here. You're going to put in your wallet address. You're going to put your Telegram ID. I guess maybe that's one of the ways they're going to contact you. And since they ask you for the email, I'm guessing they can contact you like that also. And if you experience a rollback, in this case, I did, because all my cages were gone. I had no cage. My level was back to 1. My silver was reset. Everything was reset. It's like a fresh, brand new game. However, I am using this to my advantage. I'm hoping they don't reset my cages, and I probably should mention to them not to reset it, but I want to keep my cages the way it is now. Why? Because if you notice, this amount here that they give us, let's go back to Telegram real quick. This 500 diamonds, especially this 100,000 food and this 200,000 silver, will get you set up the way you should. Here's what happened. A lot of us went in, and I told you guys, do not buy this cage. Again, as soon as you log in, you may have the option to buy this cage. I was lucky to have my account reset, and I'm hoping they keep it that way. I just want my levels and the food that I'm missing and the diamond that I'm missing and the silver that I'm missing. I do not want my cages to be reset. Why? Because at level 2, you get to buy another one. I did not buy this. At level 4, you get to buy another one. I did not buy this. At level 6, you get to buy this one, and that's when I started buying all my cages. Here's what happened. When you come into the game, here's what you're going to want to do. You're going to get this very first, let's open this up. You're going to get this very first cage right here. In this first cage, I suggest you put whatever dpet or defipet that you want to level up. Remember, we still cannot remove our pets from the cages. I can't take this guy out. I cannot replace him. I cannot remove the cage and put in a new cage. So what I did is that I put the pets that I wanted to level up. You start with 100,000 food. Within 30 seconds, you could be at level 6. Once you're at level 6, you get to buy 3 of these. I did not use my diamonds because if you notice, I have 620 diamonds. Right now, I can level this one up for the cost of 169. You're going to be tempted to use it. I'm not using it. Pay attention as to why, because this is for the long-term game. Not the short term, not the next 2 or 3 days, not the next 5 days, for the long term. Like I said, I don't want my cages to be reset. So if yours got reset, congratulations. Here's how you can start over. Level 2, first cage. Level 6, level 8, level 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. I didn't buy my cages until I got to 2, 4, 6. Once I got to 6, Reverend opened up. And that gave me access to 3 additional cages. I bought 3 of these. Because you don't have to buy this at level 2. You don't have to buy this at level 4. At level 6, this one's open. Since this one opened at level 6, I bought all three of these right here. So that gave me 3 additional cages. So I kept leveling up my pets until I got to level 8, bought another cage. Got to level 10, bought another cage. As far as the food is concerned, I've been doing the wheat, which gives us for 300 silvers. It takes 5 minutes. 1, 2, 3, and I got these. By the time you get to level 10, you will have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 plots. That's 5 plots at 300 silvers each. By the time you're done paying for your cages, you're gonna have 150,000 silver average. Let's say about, I believe it was 156 or 157, depending on which pet you put in here, because you're gonna start taking a couple of you're gonna start generating some silvers. But on average, let's say you're gonna have 150,000, and you're gonna have 8 hours to go, because all these cages can be set up right away. Because it's only gonna take you about no more than 1 minute with what they gave us as a compensation to get to level 10. So if you got reset, congratulations, you could get all the right cages, because in the long term, silver is the easiest thing to make in this game. Food is what you're concerned about. So when I take my wheat, each wheat takes 5 minutes. I already did the calculation. You're going to end up with 150,000 silver average. Every 5 minutes you get to replant. It's going to cost you 300 silver. Here's the calculation I came up with. 5 plots, 300 silvers each. Every time I plant is going to cost me 1,500 silvers. Okay? To get to 150,000 to use these, since I'm not going to use my diamonds to finish level up and do the instant completion, I'm waiting. There's a reason why I'm waiting. We're going to get to that. So 5 plots, 300 silvers each. That gives me 100 times I can replant before I use up 150,000. Okay? I'm going to keep doing this. What you guys are about to see me do in a minute, once it's ready to harvest, I get to do that 100 times before I can use up this 150,000 silvers. Guess how long it takes me to do 100 times? 5 minutes. That means 5 minutes, 100 times, give me 500 minutes. If you divide 500 minutes by 60, which gives you 1 hour, it takes 8 hours. These take 8 hours to complete. It's going to take me 8 hours to use up all my 150,000 silvers. If I do it every minute, on every 5 minutes, I restart right away. So I will have 8 hours. Now, I'm not going to get to do it because I don't think anybody's going to sit on the computer for 8 hours, wait down to the second, and click it for another 5 minutes. So by the time these are done, I'm still going to have plenty of food left. I'm going to drop in my pets. What I suggest, since we cannot remove our pets from the cages, I would do 1 cage with the highest speed, 1 cage with the highest attack, 1 cage with the highest crit, 1 cage with the highest speed. I don't see defense, and for me that's an issue right now, because if you're trying to strategize and set up for the long run, you're not able to set up your defense a cage just for your defensive pet. The reason you want to do that, because we're going to start breeding and we're going to start having PvP and quests opened up. When that opens up, you want to have the right pets. So you want something, at least you want 1 cage that is focusing on HP, attack, crit, speed. Now the rest, you can put silver. So all these cages up here, this is going to be my HP, attack, speed, crit. Down here is going to be my silver farm. Silver is the easiest thing to get. And the reason you want to focus on silver at the beginning is because you don't want to have to sit at your computer and keep doing this for every 5 minutes. At that point, I can start taking the hour, the half hour, the 3 hour. I'm okay with it, because these cages probably will take you about 3 to 4 hours to get filled up, at least. I would say every 2.5 to 3 hours. So I want to start putting the food that's going to be about an hour, 2 hours. I don't think there's a 2 hour. So I may take the hour or the 3 hour. So I know every time I come, get my food, collect my silver, but I'm going to have plenty of silver. Why? Because I did not buy these that only holds 1,000. I did not buy these that only holds 2,000. I did not buy these that only holds 5,000. I started buying these that holds 8,000. This you get at level 6. So once this opens up, buy all of these, your cages. If you didn't buy the previous ones at level 2 and level 4, at level 6, you get to buy the one for level 2. You get to buy another one for the level 4. You get to buy another one for the level 6. You get to buy another one for the level 8. You get to buy another one for the level 10, which is where I stopped. And by the time you finish, these finish, I probably will be up another level. Why? Because when you collect, watch, 25, 25, 25, they're all going to come in. You get to level up as well. And your food count is also going up. And now I'm going to replant. So by the time these are done, I'm going to have these. I'm going to wait for these diamonds for maybe my last 2. Because those, I believe, take, if I'm not mistaken, 20. How long did it take to build? Let's see. I think it's 24 hours, if I'm not mistaken. Let's find out. 1 day. That's why I'm holding my diamonds too. I'm going to use my diamonds on these. I don't want to wait. I don't mind waiting 8 hours. I don't want to wait 24 hours. So that's what's going to bring me my most value. And not to mention, these holds 10,000 silver. So by the time done on those building, I believe before it was at level 21. Looked like they brought it at level 18. Because it did say that level 12, I'll get another one. You don't have to wait for level 12. At level 6, you get these. But if you notice, all of these says 12. This one says require level 18. So I believe they brought it down from level 21 to level 18. So once I reach level, I guess at level 12, I may get another one. And then I probably won't get any more until I get to level 18. Now, why is that? Because I'm holding on to my food. Once this cage are done, and I drop my pets, and I use this food, most likely, I will be at level 15, 16, 17. I'm thinking. Or at least I can get to 16 or 15. Then I will have a silver, plenty of silver coming in. Silver will no longer be an issue. Then, since I have no problem with the silver, I'll be able to start planting longer term food. Instead of 5 minutes, I'll probably start taking the 2 hours or the 3 hours. So I don't have to keep doing this all day. Because once this is done, what do we have to do? We still got at least 4 days unless this gets reset for the breeding. PvP is not out yet. All you're going to do is sit on these. So there's no need to be in such a big rush to get this done. Okay? And I think that's pretty much it. Good luck to everybody. If this helped out, let me know. Leave me a like. Leave me a comment. I guess that's it. I'll see you guys in the next video. In the meantime, level up and game on.